listen, it's still there.
Yeah.
Look at that.
A
Jewel.
Jewel cassette tape.
Yeah, man. Oh man, Jewel. I used to date Jewel back in like I'm lying.
Ah,
man,
oh
my God.
Tell
I
the
was like,
story.
yes.
Tell the story.
I was like, this is interesting.
All right, man. How's everybody doing? What's up, John?
How about yourself?
Pretty good.
I'm good.
Good, man.
We got John Humphrey from Seether.
John,
What's up?
your world, baby.
What up?
We got Mikey from Islander.
Mikey.
What's up?
And this is Mikey's fourth time, man. Being on the show. Not being on the show, being on Christmas episode.
It's become a tradition for me.
Yes, and we have the Lord Nelson.
Yes, sir.
Stuck Mojo.
Yeah,
What's up?
Live and
on,
loud
man?
with the Lord. You got your own podcast as well. Man, both of you guys, Seether and Islander, have new albums out this year, which is pretty cool. Grammy nominated, and the surface seems so far. It's really cool.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it just came out in September, and we just did a run with Skillet, and we're home right now, obviously for the holidays, but we'll be coming back out in spring and doing it. Yeah, so now I'm just out, so the touring process will be all of next year, and will take us into 26. So yeah,
Awesome. Yeah, we had a record come out in June called Grammy Nominated, and we did some touring this year, obviously, and we're going to continue that just like those guys.
Dude, I got the Grammy nominated CD autographed.
Oh man, heck yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I got handwritten lyrics.
Dude.
See?
Awesome.
Dude,
Got a little pin. Oh, yeah, right
Wow.
there.
Scott
Sick,
Super Bowl
Scott.
always doing it big, man.
Super Bowling. All right, I sent you guys some questions. What's your favorite Christmas song?
My favorite one actually is by Donny Hathaway, This Christmas.
Oh no.
Nice.
I took
I
yours.
shouldn't say oh no, that's an awesome one, but that was my pick. I love
Yeah,
that
so
song.
when that song plays,
Love that
when
song.
I hear that, it's Christmas time.
Yeah, man.
It's I don't know. It gets me emotional. It's
Yeah.
a time machine.
Yeah.
It takes me back to being a youngster. Oh man, it's a great song, man. It's a great song.
That's awesome.
Amazing song. So yeah, that was my pick too.
Really?
It's a great song. Yeah, and I have a Christmas playlist, and it reminds me, obviously, in my adult years being on tour, right? Because I would do a playlist, and you're usually, in this case, I'm home right now, but in most cases we would be on tour,
Right.
and usually in Europe, and you're homesick, you're ready to go home. It tours great. I mean, I love being on the road, but you've got your playlist, and I love that Donny Hathaway song. Reminds me of Christmas, that time of year. Also being on the road and just kind of wanting to get home, but those were usually some great tours about that time too.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's definitely a tough time of year to be on tour. I'm thankful to be home this year during this time. So, I mean, I'm always grateful to be on the road, but it's definitely, if I had to choose when I could stay home, it's definitely this time of year.
How late do you guys usually tour in December? I mean, how long does that push until Christmas? Does that leave right up to Christmas sometimes?
For us,
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of holiday festivals, and stuff that you do. In most cases, it's rare for us to be off. Yeah, usually you're touring just like right up between Thanksgiving and Christmas, doing a lot of shows in some cases.
Yeah. I've been gone for for Thanksgiving a whole lot on tour. I've spent a lot of Thanksgivings eating at Cracker Barrel and stuff. So.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and so I have in my notes. Everybody's talking about Die Hard not like being a Christmas movie. When was that ever questionable? Like when? That's always been a Christmas movie, right?
I don't even know why it was a question.
Yeah, why it always seems like everybody's saying, "Is it or is not?"
I think people have in their minds a certain idea of what a Christmas movie is supposed to be, and for me, a Christmas movie is. You have different versions of that. You have your horror Christmas movies like Krampus and kind of like the dark comedy horror movies like Gremlins or whatever. They're Christmas movies. Batman Returns is a Christmas movie. I figure anything that takes place during Christmas is a Christmas movie.
Christmas movie, right.
Yeah, that counts. That counts. It only seems like in recent years, though, the Die Hards kind of come up as, is it Christmas or is it not? I don't know that it was ever in my sort of Christmas movie canon, but my views on it have definitely changed.
Yeah.
Hey, John, have you ever, has Seether ever toured with Stuck Mojo back in the day? Ever cross path?
I don't know that we toured together, but we've done some festivals, haven't we?
Well, that was probably the Bones days.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Very, very possible. Very possible. They were out there a lot, so yeah, very possible.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I mean, we do a lot of festivals. You cross paths with some friends you don't see, but you know, in most cases, it's the festivals that'll bring a lot of you together. You know.
Yeah,
we definitely need to make something with like Mikey, like Islander and Seether do a tour together, man, or some shows together. That'd be cool.
Absolutely.
That'd be awesome.
Putting
We toured together 2015, Islander, Seether, Papa Roach, King. We toured together a whole month and a half or however long that was.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, that was a great one, actually.
That was a fantastic one.
A lot of fun. And the King guys, and that was a great tour.
Dude, we gotta do it again, man.
I know, right? Exactly. It gets to be a blur sometimes, man. We have toured so much. I mean, it sounds ridiculous. Yeah. I've been very fortunate to always say it. I've got the coolest job in the world. Very fortunate to be able to do what we do, right? Make music, play music, and take it around the world. But in some cases, it's just a blur sometimes, man. And I don't mean to be that way. It just kind of happens, you know.
I mean,
a lot of shows and
a
lot of
done
tours.
So much. You know, I mean, it's like all the people. I never thought I was going to get to anything like that. Just the time that I was with Stuck Mojo, but then it's like people will see you, and it's like, man, I do remember you, but I don't remember you, and I have a pretty good memory of remembering people. Then I was just like, wow, man, just like you said, everything just becomes a blur. And it's just like, but you're just so thankful and grateful for all the great fans, and I know you guys know it, man, and understand it.
Yeah, it turns into the kind of thing where on the road, if we see each other in catering or whatever, it just turns into kind of like, hey, what's up, man? Like never a name. And it's not personal. It's just we all know so many people, see so many people.
Right.
Every day we're seeing different people. So it's nothing. I know faces. That's what I always say.
Right.
Dude, what's really cool is I saw Mikey, your birthday's near Christmas, right? It's kind of like the first week of December?
December 10th.
Yeah, I remember we got to sing you happy birthday backstage at a POD show in Atlanta.
Yeah. That was really good. That was a fun one.
Happy birthday, bro.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you very much.
Well, I was going to say after that, then you got to front POD because Sonny had some family stuff to go to, right? You did an entire show with the band.
Yeah, that was I was honored, but at the same time I was sad because anytime a front man has to not be at his own show, you know, it's never good for the fans or whoever's filling in or anything. It's always, we just try to make the best of those kind of situations. And Sonny had a family member pass away sadly that year, and he asked me to fill in for him while he went home to mourn. So as grateful as I was, you know, it was just a lot of mixed emotions about it. I was grateful that they asked me to fill in and trusted me with that. I also felt for the guys, and I told the guys, I was like, I wouldn't want to see you guys without Sonny, but you know, thank you so much for trusting me to even get you through these shows, you know.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, that speaks to who you are also though, bro. It really does. You know, it really does. It really speaks to who you are.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, man.
John, have you ever filled in for anybody on drums before? Like
I'm trying to think. No, I haven't really filled in for anyone. I've jumped up with some friends and we've done different stuff, but I haven't had to fill in for anybody.
I hear you. Well, you're also in the Nixons, and didn't you guys do a Christmas song? Like, was it December?
We did. Yeah, we had a song that original we had called December, and then we did a re-recording of it just recently, changing the words a little bit to be definitely like a holiday theme sort of thing. But yes, we had a song called December.
That's cool. Are you still working with those guys, the Nixons?
Yeah, actually, we just did a big headline show here in our hometown, Oklahoma City, with Sponge and Aranda, and it was a great show last weekend, in fact. So it was a really good show, man. And again, very fortunate to be able to do this, and for people to still care after all these years just kind of blows me away. And it was a great show. Great show.
Okay, Scott, John, if you don't mind, Scott, John, how is it to go from playing with Seether to the Nixons? Is it an easy transition, or is it just, you know, or is it just a different energy that is brought to you?
A little bit of a different energy, but you know, I play the way I play.
Mm-hmm.
And so, you know, with Seether, it's sort of, it's the music's sort of like the having the memory like the back of my hand. It's like, you know, it's muscle memory.
Mm-hmm.
And both. And with the Nixons, man, those guys, you know, we grew up together. Well, didn't grow up together, but I mean, you know, we slogged it out together. The van days, the RV days, you know, and did those songs and did a million shows. And both these bands that I've been with, fortunate to be with, they both, I mean, we toured, and that's what we did. We played live. We were touring musicians. And so I kind of play the way I do with both. Stylistically, they're a little bit different, but I kind of just play the way I play, you know?
What you do. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah. And your son also, we've talked about it before, but I think your son fills in too, right? On the Nixons.
Yeah. So there's been situations, obviously, Seether, I'm not able to do the Nixon shows. And then in fact, I think it was 2019, there was an East Coast tour with Sponge and the Nixons, and my son, oldest son, who's 25 now, he was 19 at the time, did that tour where he was 20, and he did that tour on the East Coast, and he just killed it. And so anytime, you know, the scheduling doesn't quite line up, man, he jumps in, and he's a great drummer, and he just does a great job, man. So it's really cool. You know, I keep saying I didn't really push him into music. You know, it's undeniable that your kids, when you see it, that they have talent, and you appreciate that they love music as much as you do. And when they tell you they're going to do this for the rest of your life, their lives, you're kind of like, that's awesome. And another part of you is like, oh shit, you're really going to do this? You really want to do this, right? Okay. All right. Sure enough. Okay. Well, here's a tour. Hop in a van and enjoy the East Coast and tell me what you think. Anyway, he came home. He loved it. He had a great time. So what can you say?
That's cool.
Yeah, I remember when I had Lord Nelson at my house. You brought your whole family over, which is awesome.
I did, man. I'm a family dude, man. You know, I appreciate you, you know, welcoming it. And listen, they will never forget it. They were like, that was the most professional, enjoyable time. You know, when you do things and then you go into a situation where everything is great and there's no BS and there's nothing crazy going on, man, it just feels good, man. And so I thank you once again for it, man, because it was an amazing time, man. I'll never forget it, bro.
Yeah, you didn't need any security. Mikey brought Nathan. That's like an old story we do. Or Nathan brought Mikey had to bring security.
Nathan, yeah. No, I didn't bring security. I brought a friend. That ended up being he ended up helping Scott out for a long time with his interviews and his shows and everything. And I brought him because I was like, I feel like it's weird to go to somebody else's house the first time or whatever when you don't know who they are. And I was like, I have no idea who this is. He might like kill me and eat me or whatever. So like, yeah, I was like, I need a friend there just in case something pops off. So then it ended up being legit. So
yeah, I got a guy that invited me to interview his band in California. And now I see what you're saying now, because now it's been bugging me. I'm like, should I bring security? Like, should I need somebody?
It's like, what if this ends up some Netflix documentary where I'm one of the victims? Like, I don't. Like, I was just going out for an interview, and next thing I know,
let's
put lotion on the skin.
That's wild, because I never, you know what? It's wild because I never, once again, I'm a military kid. And so we all just had like a family of you know, we trust and believe in people, you know? And so I never thought that, not at one time. And of course, I am a big guy. But still, you know, I went thinking about that. But when, you know, you saying that is hilarious.
Yeah, dude. I had no idea, man. He was like, come to my basement and do this interview. And I'm like,
that sounds weird as you say it out loud. You know?
It does, man.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm visual, so I'm picturing it.
Yeah.
You got him behind the drums, Scott. You know, doing something bad to him.
Oh, yeah. Do you guys write during the December? Do you guys write for music? I mean, I know, John, you play drums, but, you know, I don't know if Mikey, if you guys write any lyrics or anything.
I write all the time, but I definitely I have to be careful different times a year. Like, I've learned that if whatever situation I'm in, whether I'm writing a record in California, my brother doesn't like, I mean, he's our bass player. He doesn't like when we write in California, because somehow it always turns into like kind of like mellow music, because I'm just kind of feeling like that, almost like that reggae vibe or something. And then I like writing in the fall because it kind of gives me that darker tone to the music. But like Christmas time, I don't know. I think it would influence me too much in like a little bit of like a poppy way. I write pop music in my room that nobody ever gets to hear under the name Tinsel Parade. I've never released anything under it, but it's kind of like synth pop and stuff like that, a little acoustic. But as far as Islander goes, the heavy stuff, I try to write either during kind of like the spring, summer, or the fall, not so much winter, because I start feeling that cozy feeling and it's going to kind of seep its way into the music. I don't want our heavy music to sound too cozy.
Wow.
Yeah, and you're independent, right? You guys are independent now.
Yeah, we're independent. I didn't know how that would go at first, and not that we'll never sign another record deal. It's just got to be the right one. We've played that game for so long, and we're told no to all of our cool ideas for so many years, and now we just kind of feel like, even if we make decisions and they don't work out, at least they were ours, and at least we can live with that. So we're grateful to be independent and to own all of our masters on our new stuff. It's been cool.
Yeah.
Gotta be great to have that freedom, man, to create and do what you want to do and release when you want to release.
Yeah. If I wanted to put a song out tonight, I could, and I won't have to ask any questions.
Right.
How many songs have you guys? You still putting out singles? Like, I know you guys did Witch, right? That was you got a new single coming out.
We did we might do something else with this record. Grammy nominated. We released a ton of singles and music videos off of it, and had some success at radio with 2 of them. But we're we got a new album coming out next year. I haven't even said that anywhere yet, but yeah. So.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Me and
now you know.
Yeah, this is exclusive. Me and Lord Nelson are part of the CMS network, Classic Metal Show.
Yes,
Gotta give Chris Aiken a shout out. Chris Aiken was on the show last year. I've been watching Christmas Vacation and Elf. I watched both those today.
I love Christmas Vacation, and actually, we have a theater near our house where they'll replay these old movies.
Oh wow!
And Christmas Vacation, which for whatever reason I didn't see in the theater when I was a kid or whatever. I don't know why. I remember seeing the first one, but Christmas Vacation for whatever reason. So recently at a theater here, they replayed Christmas Vacation, and my wife and we went, and it was a blast, man, to kind of be in a dark theater and see that movie again. I love that movie. I love Chevy Chase. And that's usually our Christmas Eve movie for my kids as they were growing up. For whatever reason, that became our Christmas Eve movie. But we just recently went to go see that in theater. That was really cool.
Did he give a Q&A at the end, Chevy Chase? At the end of the
he
movie?
Wasn't there. I've got a friend. I think he did that in Denver recently. But yeah, he's doing a thing where he's coming, playing the movie, and then he does a Q&A and meet and greet and stuff. That would be awesome. I'd love to do that. Yeah. Love to meet him.
Yeah, he did.
So I hear he's a little weird in person. So sometimes it's the weird, the old adage, maybe you don't want to meet your heroes, and you know what I mean? You never know what they're going to be like. So
yeah, his
when there's no telling.
It's awesome. Chevy yelled at me, man. It was awesome.
Oh man.
He threw a chair at me. It was killer. I asked for an autograph and he told me to stick it.
Yeah. All I do is just laugh. I don't care who. I'm just gonna laugh at him.
Exactly. Just laugh. He gets madder. You're just laughing.
You're right. Exactly.
Yeah. When I saw him in Atlanta, he had his wife there, and she was kind of keeping him in check.
Yes. Yeah.
Because when he was kind of roasting people when they asked questions, so she had to get on to him a couple times.
Wow. So did you go see it? Was that in Atlanta? Was it Christmas Vacation and that whole thing?
Yeah, and
cool.
It was like a year or two ago in November.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it was really cool seeing it live,
So did you meet him? Was he cool, or?
I didn't get to meet him. He didn't do a personal meet and greet. He just did Q&A.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it was really cool. So anyway, what do you guys think of I was gonna ask you about a couple different bands. Linkin Park has a female singer. What do you guys think about Linkin Park coming back?
Take us on tour.
Yes.
That's what I think.
Massive. All these bands are coming back now, like Creed and everybody.
Yeah. I went to see the show, Creed and Three Doors Down. We're friends with. We've toured a lot with them, and it was an awesome show, man. It's kind of funny. My life with Seether, I've toured more with Alter Bridge. Creed had kind of obviously hasn't been performing forever. Then they've come back in this huge way. It was a great show, man. Awesome tour. It was arena here in Oklahoma City. Filled to it was sold out. like 22,000. So good for them, man. It's awesome. It was a great tour,
huge.
and yeah, it's huge. Yeah,
all these bands are coming back. I saw Limp Bizkit too, and that was pretty massive.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're making hot songs, it doesn't matter, man. It really, And of course, me filling in for Bones, so I kind of understand that. But the fans just want to see greatness still. They want to, get that old feeling that they had that might take them back to their youth. As I always say, music's a time machine.
It is.
And so, when you see something a little different,
I think,
let's see what happens. And so,
right.
You're thankful once again when it turns out well. So,
Yeah, you have a good point there, because I think that everybody misses Chester. That's a given, right? Like that's the Linkin Park we grew up with and know or whatever. And I think no matter who they got or what they did, if they didn't replace Chester and just stayed the original lineup without Chester, it would have still been, an issue to people. At the end of the day, as long as they're doing what they feel they should be doing, and I think that no matter who they picked, it was going to be controversial. I think it was wise though to go with a female simply based on the fact that it's harder to compare it that way. It's more kind of like it's its own thing,
Yeah.
True.
So
yeah, good point.
Yeah, Soundgarden did something kind of similar. I was watching. They did they changed the name to Nude Dragons, and they have a female singer, female fronted. They did a live show this weekend. It was pretty cool.
Really?
Wow.
I didn't know that. That's cool.
Yeah, it's really interesting. I liked it a lot. All right. Usually I send out gifts this year, but usually I always send up gifts, but this year I do not. So I apologize. I'm gonna have to send everybody something.
No, you ain't gotta send us anything, man.
Dude, I'm trying to remember.
It better be good.
Yeah, if you send something, it better be good.
It's always hit or miss, man. Last year I dropped it. I gave Mikey a black candle, and he's like, "What is this evil you're trying to do to me?"
Hey, listen, this isn't. I'm not even joking right now. This might tell you kind of how. I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing, but I still have the bag sitting here that you sent me last year, right here in my office, and it's still got some stuff in it, like this MTV. He sent me this VHS tape.
Wow.
From the past.
I literally just find my old stuff and box it up, send it to you.
That's awesome.
Mine's over there to the left also, Scott.
Yes, nice.
It's still listen, it's still there.
Look at that.
Jewel cassette tape.
Yeah, man.
Oh man, Jewel. I used to date Jewel back in I'm lying.
Oh my god.
Tell the story. Yes. Tell the story.
I was like, this is interesting.
What? Oh my goodness.
I gave Elias from Nonpoint my original Down with OPP hat.
Yeah, that was dope.
Yeah, Mikey's like, you gave him original OPP hat, and then you give me this black candle. What's up, man?
Yeah. No, he gave me this dark candle that was just like it was like this evil hand.
Liquid death. Yeah.
Liquid death grabbing the candle, but it was like burn for a seance or something. And I'm like, man, that's not my vibe, yo. Gotta get rid of this thing. My wife saw it and was like, what is that? And I'm like, Christmas candle.
Awesome.
Yeah, Nelson, when he was at my house, he was drinking water and had that liquid death water.
Liquid death.
It was liquid death, right? He
Yeah.
goes, liquid death. I said, it's only water, and he goes, what % water? He was like, look at that. It looked like alcohol.
Well, I don't drink. I'm just like, no judging of anybody what they do. Because everybody around me always has done what they do. But I'm just I always say I'm just a straight A. I always tell myself I'm just a cornball. He said, you're not a cornball, Dad. You just who you are. And so, when I looked at it, I was like, liquid death, man. What are we talking about?
Yeah. Whiskey, vodka? No, it's water. What?
Yeah.
And I just actually watched Wiz Khalifa was on Shannon Sharp's podcast. Yep. And he's invested in liquid death. And I was just like, wow. Okay. So he was talking about it and just really bigging it up. And I was just like, oh man, okay, wow.
That's awesome. That's great. What's for Seether? What are you guys doing for 2025? You just gonna do more touring off this album?
Yeah, we'll do a spring tour and then another fall tour. So So yeah, you know, with the new album, it's still new to us. Like I said, it just came out September. So yeah, we'll tour all of 25, and just talked to management last week, and they were talking about in parts of 26, and I think then in summer 26 we'll wind down and start work on the next album. So
have you guys?
Yeah, when you're in a band, right, and you've got a management or, you know, a booking agent, you're already talking 2 years in your future.
Yeah.
You know, we're waiting for the new year right now, and we're already talking about 26. It's like crazy.
Yeah. Have you guys already booked the tour? Like, do you know who you're going out with and stuff? You just can't announce it?
No, the spring tour, yes, but the fall tour, no.
Gotcha.
Wow, that just speaks to how big you guys are. But listen, you make sure and listen. So Sean, when you see this, Corey, you guys, when I saw you guys in Charleston, right, which was an amazing time. I'll still never forget it. It was amazing. Myself and Keith, and we just had a great time hanging out with you guys and being on the bus. And tell Sean I have not forgotten about him asking me to be on a song. I'm waiting.
Yes.
Whenever he's ready, I'm there, man. The pen will bleed to paper, or as I write on my phone now.
That was a great night. We all hung out. I mean, it was kind of rare for us, but we were in the parking lot, right? The buses and everything, and we all hung out, all the bands. It was like a great night.
Oh man, it was amazing. You remember that? It was an amazing time, man. I just sat there, and just like even right now, listening to you guys and Scott, I'm always soaking up information. You know, I'm always, because you guys have done
quiet,
it so big.
Take it all in.
I'm listening a lot, because I'm just like, man, because you know, even with I'm in a band called Plastic Catastrophe with Lord Nelson now, and you know, we're on a smaller side, but we're looking to go out next year, so we have so much music, and but we're, you know, next year we're saying like, okay, we'll start off a little small and get out here and see what it feels like. So man, I'm looking forward to it. So I just look at you guys, man. I'm just like, handle business and do your thing, man. So it's just great, man. It really is.
Yeah, it's awesome. Last time I saw you guys, we were shooting a music video with Lacey Sturm in South Carolina. We were in the green room, and we like finagled it into like a little music video setup. I remember hanging out with you guys for a second that night.
Yeah. She's awesome, man.
Yeah,
awesome.
Yeah,
Love
she's great.
Nothing
I gotta get her on the show.
Carolina.
Good times there. Something about it.
Yeah, I love that when Seether did the acoustic tour or acoustic album. Would you guys ever do that again?
Yes, yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's just kind of the nature of how Sean, when he initially writes, a lot of the songs just sort of lend themselves to the acoustic vibe. So we did that, you know, one cold night, and we've talked, you know, another cold night maybe, or something, a title like that. But yeah, we'd love to do another acoustic album. And that was a DVD as well too. That was a lot of fun, man.
Yeah, I still got my prop that you signed for me.
There you go.
Hey.
Awesome. Yeah. We'd definitely love to do that again.
I played drums to the album so much when I was, you know, growing up, learning, you know, I don't want to say growing up. I don't remember when it came out, but I just remember having my headphones on, playing along to it, man.
Yeah, I mean, that's obviously not to Seether, but to other bands, right? That's how it all starts. You know, you're playing along to your favorite bands or whatever, and then you end up like us.
Yep.
We need an acoustic album from Islander, you know.
Oh man, we'll see. we do have an acoustic song that we did on our newest record. It's kind of weird to talk about this new record because I shouldn't be, because we're still promoting this other one. So forget I said that.
It's out in the ether now.
I know.
Yeah, it is.
What did he say? No.
That's going. I'm gonna put that in the intro. You know.
Oh man. Sorry,
but Mikey works with his brother. They're in the same band, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
How's your brother doing, Chris?
He's good, man. He's just same old. He's gotten better and better at bass too, which just kind of tripped me out. He's just because you know he started playing like heavily during the pandemic, and he came back and was like, I'm going to be the bass player of this band, because we didn't have a bass player for a little bit there, and we were having him do like keys, and we had the bass running through tracks, which I hate tracks. So no offense to anybody that's using them or whatever. We use them for like little bitty things here and there, but we're definitely playing all of our instruments, which I'm grateful for. So
that's awesome.
So I don't know. I'm just proud of Chris. He's the best bass player we've ever had, as far as I'm concerned at this point. Like he's stepped it up on this new album. people are going to be like, wow. So it's really cool.
Dude, your brother works out too, man. He's a beast. He's huge.
Yeah. He's putting me to shame, dude. I like eating. He likes eating too, but he works it out. He works it all off at the gym. So I need to kind of get on that. So.
If I was like in his shape, I would never wear this Mariah Carey shirt. I would just show up like,
without a shirt all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's buff, dude.
Do you guys work out on tour? Any of you?
Hell no.
I always say I'm going to, and then I never do.
Sounds real good. Yeah, I like to.
Rich was, he was stretching every day and doing, calisthenics and certain things. Just when I was just like, okay, man, I'll do this and whatever like that. But I was just like, I'm not bold. I'm not jumping all around the stage, man.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna look at everybody like I want to kill everybody. That's what I'm gonna do. That's my own thing.
That works too.
Yep.
I just saw Rich. He's got Guardians of the Jukebox, so they're killing it, man. Yeah, I was amazed.
Well, I didn't get to say my favorite Christmas song, so I'm gonna go back to that.
Yes.
Sorry, I just wanted this. Starflyer 59's cover of "Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas." I love that song. I think that the best Christmas music is kind of the melancholy, sad vibe going, and with the happy lyrics. I don't know. There's something about that I love, with the sad, with the happy.
Yeah.
But yeah, if nobody knows who Starflyer 59 is, they're like a 90s band that was kind of like in the Tooth and Nail scene or whatever records. But their cover of "Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas," it's perfect. That's the one.
Yeah, I knew you liked them. I was listening to them today, man.
Because honestly, what you just said about those songs, I think about Nat King Cole singing that, or Bing Crosby singing it. And I'm an old guy, so when I'm listening to those things, they really get me. When that music starts playing, I'm sitting there as a young kid watching TV, watching Peanuts, Charlie Brown, and all those things. The Grinch That Stole Christmas. See, that's my time, and I'm telling you, I am time machine back there, and I am so visual. I'm sitting there and I'm feeling it. I can smell the 70s. I'm there. It's
crazy how that works, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's just, it's a time machine. He's absolutely right.
Absolutely
I love that's the power of music. It's amazing.
It's the greatest thing in the world to me. It really is.
Absolutely.
And I always laugh at my wife, and we get in the vehicle, and I told Scott this before, I get in my vehicle, man, and like when we're traveling somewhere, now I'm going to put in my playlist because I'm driving. Whoever's driving gets to control the music. And they're like, is he playing classical music? Is he playing jazz music? Now he's playing hip hop music. Now he's playing yacht rock. This dude has lost his mind. And then, I was like, no, I'm going to play some hard stuff. And they just really look at me like, let me put on some headphones or something.
Yeah.
But I'm gone. But a lot of times I just like to get in my vehicle by myself, turn the music up loud, because Matt and I just finished another song, and he's working on mixing it and everything. And I'm in there listening to the rough draft, and I got it loud, and I'm just driving through the neighborhoods, hit the highway, just go do the big turn, just so I can feel good, man. It's my high, man. Music is my drug.
Absolutely.
I'm right there with you, dude. And you're saying about how it transports you back to that time. You can smell the smells and all that stuff.
Yes.
I collect action figures, and that's kind of why I do that. I surround myself. Like right now, I'm in my little office here, and it's got toys everywhere, like just like all kind of like vintage, like like the Turtles and up there's like the Masters of the Universe and G.I. Joe and stuff, and all that stuff just brings me back to being a kid during this time of year too. So I'm right there with you, man. I wish I had a time machine.
Man,
me too.
What are you talking about? But let me ask you a question, Scott. I apologize, man. I'm just
no, do your thing.
I can't help it. So Mike, you talking about like G.I. Joes and stuff like that. So those cartoons that, I don't know, you seem to be real, a whole lot younger than me, I know. It's like, do you remember those cartoons, and which ones were you watching? Like, so you got G.I. Joe, the Transformers.
G.I. Joe, Transformers, Thunder. Like, so my brother was born in 79. I was born in 85. So there were some there were some things that he was sharing with me from that time period. So I got introduced to the He-Man and
Yeah.
Thundercats, Voltron, all that stuff from him. And then I was growing up with Ninja Turtles and Power Rangers and stuff. So
listen, that's wildness. That's wildness, man, because, like, so one of my favorite cartoons of all time is like Johnny Quest.
Yeah, I like Johnny Quest.
The music of Johnny Quest is bananas. It was so great.
Yeah, dude.
Oh my goodness, man.
All of those old shows, the music, like everybody always makes the jokes about like DuckTales. And they're like, there's no reason that they had to go that hard for those intro cartoons.
It was awesome. They had theme songs, man. That's what I miss about TV in general. And cartoon. Man, the theme songs were the best. And whoever wrote those were genius, man, because they were like jingles. Like you remember them for the rest of your life. It's crazy. So hooky, man.
The greatest songs ever written, bro.
Or theme songs. It's crazy.
David the Gnome, when that song comes on,
like this man is Nick Jr.ing us. Okay. So Mikey, here's what's wild. So now you're taking me down another thing because my daughter, right?
Yeah.
We used to sit there and see she's a little bit younger than you, but man, I'm trying to tell you, she would sit there and I'd sit there and watch it with her. And now you said David the Gnome and Flexi and Stickly and all this stuff. I remember all this stuff, man. I'm sitting there with her enjoying it.
Stickly, yeah, dude. Man.
Yes, I know. I definitely know.
There's that meme that says the world we grew up in doesn't exist anymore, and it doesn't. I'm so depressed about it. I hate it. I hate that. And I don't mean to sound like, you know, the old head about it, but at the same time, I'm like, dude, like, you kids are never going to experience Showbiz Pizza. You can't like all the stuff that we grew up with, and I just feel like there was just so much magic all the time, and now it's just, you know, I don't know, like, I've had kids tell me before, you know, like, man, I wish I grew up and got to go to a midnight release of a video game at the store and like sit outside. And I'm like, yeah, it was. I know it sounds crazy because now we can just have it appear on our consoles, you know, the night it comes out because we downloaded the digital, but it's just not the same as getting out there and connecting and
connecting. Exactly. Talking with people standing in line, and you're sharing the excitement of a band or whatever the release is. Or it's just,
I mean, we went to arcades, man.
Arcades.
Oh yeah.
We went to arcades.
I've got the Ninja Turtles arcade cab and the Simpsons arcade cab right in my man cave over here.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Of course, Scott, you know, Chris has you know, Pinball PA.
Pinball PA, Chris Aiken.
One of the biggest, things up in with Pittsburgh, whatever it is that listen.
Yeah, he works from home. It's nice.
You guys don't know what you've done to me, man.
He's gonna cry. Right now. You're gonna cry when we get off of here. You're gonna be like, I miss it, man.
But they say I'm gonna cry when I get in the car.
I remember waiting in line to get concert tickets, like before I bought them online. And getting there super early. We used to go to like Turtles and like the grocery stores, different places like that.
Yeah.
Life before the internet.
Yeah,
man.
I still one of the things that hasn't gone away, it's changed a little bit, but still from the past, we still got like pro wrestling stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man.
Yeah, you did video with them, man. That's so cool.
Yeah, dude. That's the best thing I've ever done in my band. Just from a personal standpoint, getting to hang out with Sting all day, that was amazing.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, how great was wrestling, especially when we were young, man?
It was the best.
Oh yeah.
It was just the best thing, man. And then, you know, having your big brother pick you up and throw you across the, you know, and then, you know, about to knock you the hell out. And then all of a sudden, you know, I'm crying and yelling. And then, you know, my big sister comes in and pow, hits him.
Yeah.
And then he's like, I'm not messing with you anymore, man.
my brother would always tell me, you can hit me back. You can hit me.
Right.
I couldn't do anything to it. Like, oh man.
Oh my goodness. Great times, man.
Yeah, man.
Great memories.
I appreciate all you guys being on the show, man. This means a lot. This is really cool.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Thanks for the invite.
Yeah, Nathan hit me up, Nathan, what am I saying? Mikey hit me up, and he's like, "You're not doing a Christmas episode?" And I was like, "We got to do a Christmas episode this year."
Yeah, man.
Thanks to Mikey.
I'm telling you, it's become part of my tradition at this point. You had me all these years in a row, and this year I'm sitting there waiting for the call, and I'm like, Something's got to happen.
Now, I'm inspired now also, you know.
Yeah.
Like, man, it's like, man, but you know, with Scott, there's so many things that Scott, well, I'll say it here now. Watching you do your show and handling your business and how you had the video behind, you know, your artists and stuff. So I started doing that too, man. And I just said, Scott did this. Let me figure this out, how I can do this. And so I started putting, like, if I would have you guys on the show, I'd have you back there playing and good pictures just scrolling across. I just think that it added something. But I got that from you, my brother. So
thank you, man.
I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Like I said, man, I'm sponging off you guys, man. I'm listening. and now it's like after I get this, I'm going to dive into more of your stuff and just enjoy it.
Do it.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah.
Here's another
Well,
memory.
thank you, guys.
Oh,
Look at that.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love it's still wrapped in the box and everything. That's great.
Holy catastrophe, man.
I've got everything in here, bro.
Yeah,
here you go. I got
Oh yeah.
Oh, wow.
Mikey, don't you have an Instagram page with all your stuff? Isn't there something on social media?
I have an Instagram page that's more dedicated to like the vintage retro side of my personality, but I don't really show all my stuff. I just kind of share things that make me happy, whether it be, you know, old toys or movies, or like if I find an old McDonald's when I'm on tour and it still has like some of the old like stuff, I'll show that or whatever, just kind of like as like almost like a archive of, you know, the good stuff.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So, yeah.
So listen, you guys have been so many places. What's the best, if you could just, not that it's just one place, what is just something that is just branded in your memory that you won't forget, a place that you've been or a venue that you've played in?
Man, that's
a good
tough.
question.
We were talking about touring on the holidays and mentioned Thanksgiving. I have a memory. We were broken down in Europe. A bus broke down in France, and we spent Thanksgiving on the side of a highway.
Wow.
And things in Europe, if you've ever toured Europe, it's the land of inconvenience. No offense to those that live over there, but it isn't as instant as we like, you know, right away.
Right.
You know, you got Uber, or you can get your insurance to come tow you or whatever.
Yes, sir.
We spent literally Thanksgiving Day on the side of this highway, waiting for help, finally get towed. And we had a blast, man. I think we, you know, it was turkey sandwiches and beer and whatever junk we still had from the show the night before around on the bus. But we spent Thanksgiving one year literally on the side. But it's a great memory. I mean, you could be like, God, that was miserable, that was horrible. But it's like retelling it. It's like a great memory, a very special moment that only you and your guys in that band will share and really truly understand, you know.
Awesome.
It's weird how some of the best memories from tour are from the ones that we really hope don't happen.
Right.
It's true. I guess as far as like a venue for me, we've played a lot of places, but when we got to play the Forum when Korn took us out, that was cool just because it was one of those places you think like, I don't know, you just don't think you're going to get to play it anytime soon. And then you know, you get to play it. So I was like, man, this is rad. Like we're playing in the Forum.
History.
Awesome. Yeah. It's just one of those known places. It was in Space Jam. Like, you know,
right. So. It was like that for Madison Square Garden. We played there with Audio Slave, you know, 2 or 3 times. And again, a legendary venue, right? You know, and you've seen the bands and the artists that like you're just in awe of play there. You never thought in a million years you would ever play there. Yeah. And it's amazing, you know. A lot of really cool things have happened.
Garden, bro.
That's amazing, dude.
That's right.
Did you guys play Red Rocks? That's like one of my second favorite venues.
The Nixons, we've played Red Rocks. For some reason, Seether, I haven't played Red Rocks, but I have played it. Yeah.
I've never played it. I've been there, been on stage. We were hanging out with Korn there too, and but we didn't get to play that one.
The Vegas Spear thing, man, that looks incredible as well.
That looks amazing.
I think we all want to play that one.
Yeah, I'd like to see a show there. I haven't seen a show there yet.
Yeah, I just went out there for my, my birthday. Of course, I made a little thing. I went out there and my children bought me tickets for the Wu-Tang concert. So
wow, nice.
So they flew me out to Vegas, and we hung out. And man, it was amazing. And then we just went around, you know, I got some videos and pictures of the Sphere and just like looking at it like, wow. And, you know, talking to the Uber drivers and they were like, yeah, they need to do this and change this up and make this happen. And then, you know, looking at the Formula One race was coming soon. And
wow.
it was the first time I'd ever been to Vegas. And Vegas was on another level, man. I was just like,
yeah,
out here, man. I really did. It was really nice. Really nice.
Yeah.
I like Vegas.
Yeah.
I was super jealous you went to that show,
I
man.
get it. It's cool. Yeah.
I love the videos you posted too. It was great. I was jealous.
Man. You know, I'm just gonna have fun, put as much content as I can out there. You know, I can't wait to repost this and say, look who I get to hang out with, man.
Oh,
you guys don't understand.
Yeah, we had when you were at my house.
You guys, man, I really do.
Yeah, same here, man.
Absolutely, man.
Yes.
Yeah, I was gonna say when you were at my house, Sergio from Quicksand and Deftones were here.
Yeah.
That was an incredible day.
Great.
I won't forget, man.
Wow.
I looked at all the pictures. So Johnny, I had the picture. So I was like, what am I gonna make my background with, right? So then I was like, well, I don't want to be selfish because I had all of us where we took the picture down in Charleston. And so I had that, and then I was just like, well, Mikey's gonna be here, man. I'm just, you know, I don't want to just make it all about that, man. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, I'll put something up there behind me. So I just put up some Lord Nelson stuff. But man, that time is still there with me. And Scott, I had the picture of you and I with Sergio and Carl. And so
Carl, shout out Carl.
Listen, when I'm doing this stuff is still in my phone. As I go through stuff and I look at this stuff, man, I'm just there again.
Yeah.
Dog, that was a great time, man.
Yeah.
Dude,
I'm in the clouds sometimes, man.
I have my whole touring career on my phone, dude. I've taken a picture of like everything. If I ever need to pull up any memory, I can pull up the exact date pretty much. So that's rad.
Great times, man. Great time.
Well, I appreciate again you guys being here, man. This means a lot to me. So it's awesome.
Thank you
so much.
Christmas 2024. Next year it's gonna be 25, I guess. Which is nuts.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah. Good point. Yeah. Wow.
Anyway.
Hey, real quick, this is different. What you guys think about these drones?
I was gonna just say that. That's so funny. Mikey, I was literally just gonna say that.
I'm just saying they kind of relate because some of them have red and green lights on them, so I figured it was kind of Christmassy. Maybe it is for Christmas.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, it started off in Jersey, right?
Yeah,
it did.
Yeah,
now,
that's so funny. I was going to say that.
South Carolina. So early yesterday morning, I'm coming outside and I'm talking to a friend of mine, and I look up in the sky, and the moon was to the left, beautiful. The last 2 days, beautiful. I'm just amazing, man. Listen, I don't want to go down that rabbit hole, all the craziness, man. Flat Earth and all kinds of stuff. I think people are out of their minds, but it's just me. I am who I am. But there's a lot of, as I say, the world's not crazy. It's the people in it, and it's a lot of them. So I looked up in the sky to the right, and I see, like you're saying, those lights. Because a lot of times when I come out, I'll look up and I can see, like, the stars here, and it's like, this is this, and this is this, Anyway, the space stuff is crazy too. So I just looked to my right, and I see those lights like you're saying. And I said to myself, that thing's not moving. And the dude was like, nah, that's an airplane. I was just like, I don't know if that's a plane. So I'm just kind of looking. So I went that way instead of the way. I didn't get on the highway. I went that way. And I just followed it. And I just saw it for the longest time. And I was like, I wonder if that's one of those drones, man.
It might be.
I don't know. I don't know, Fort Jackson is here, military stuff, Air Force Base is close by.
Where do you live at? What part?
I'm in Columbia, South Carolina, the capital.
Oh, I'm in Greenville.
Are you in Greenville?
I'm in Greenville. We gotta kick it.
You definitely right away, man.
We gotta kick it.
Of course.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm here. Actually I'm right in Irmo, so I'm a little bit closer to you. Yeah, my daughter went to Walford.
Wow.
Listen.
Yeah, you guys got to do an episode together, man.
I was gonna say,
of course, man.
That'd be great.
Hey, man, listen, let me know once again. I am here, man. I'm down for it, man. I'm easy breezy, man. I'm telling you, man, it's all up. Yeah.
We need to get an Islander song featuring Lord Nelson. That's what we need. See?
And listen, the whole world needs a song featuring Lord Nelson. I'm trying to tell you, man. This is what I always say. If your record sold 5 million, put me on it. We're going 10 million. We're going down. This is who I am, man.
Yeah.
I just feel that I'm a humble dude, but I I do enjoy who I am. I'm very thankful to be who I am.
Great.
Fair enough, man.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Mom and Dad, and all the ancestors. I appreciate you.
That's right.
Well, thanks again, y'all, for being on here, man. This is
Thank you,
awesome.
Scott.
Yeah, thank you.
Scott. Thanks for having us, man.
No
sir.
problem, bro.
Happy holidays, everybody.
Yeah, same to you, man.
Holidays,
Enjoy it.
Merry Christmas. Well, Happy New Year, whatever. All of it.
Man.
Amen.
Right on.